If this is the first time that you've stumbled across my channel, my name's Daniel Thomas, and this is Fancy's Unfiltered. What started out as a home podcast in a home bar has turned into something that I didn't necessarily anticipate, but it's been an amazing journey so far. That's a different story for a different day. We'll get into that later. Be on the lookout for that. But today, we want to talk about Aaron Smithy and Jared Piper when they stopped by the Farm Lounge about a month and a half ago. Been a little behind. It's been a chore. It's a new day. Going back to what we talked about a minute ago. I'll do something about that one day. Anyway, today, Aaron Smithy, Jared Piper, Farm Lounge, barmusiclive.com hosted this event at the Farm Lounge. They came and they put on a great show, and then we sat down and we had a little interview, sideshow, randomness conversations about a whole lot of randomness, but we also made sure that we touched on these guys' passion for what they do, the music they sing, the artistry that they perform together as they create songs, singer-songwriters. That's my thing. Boy, really took a turn there, started rambling. If you start watching some shows, you'll see that happens quite a bit. Anyway, Jared Piper, Aaron Smithy, Farm Lounge, barmusiclive.com. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you watch the whole thing. Give it a like, a subscribe if you like us. If you don't, put that in there too. It makes traction and we need that. So look forward to seeing you guys in the comments, seeing you guys maybe at a show one day. Check out barmusiclive.com for all that information. Shows for not only the Farm Lounge, but everything there is to do with local live music. That's why we do this. See you guys later. In my search to find something meaningful, I set out chasing something real, something authentic. Along the way, I've met people bold enough to follow their dreams. People like David, whose passion built barmusiclive.com. We've joined together at the Farm Lounge, where up-and-coming artists get more than a stage, they get a story. Live music, real conversations, one unfiltered experience. This is Fancy's Unfiltered meets Bar Music Live.
So now we'll try it again. How y'all doing this afternoon?
Fantastic.
Really good.
Really good. How was your Farm Lounge experience?
Very nice. Had a great time.
Well, good.
Great time.
We, like I said, when we started, we kind of rearranged some stuff and did some new things and brought some new toys out. So it may look like we didn't know what we're doing, mainly because we don't. But we made it work. It'll look good when it's done. So we're glad y'all were able to stop by. So tell us a little bit about yourselves. Where you come from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Kind of Joe. Did you know that was supposed to be about an STD, supposedly? And if it wasn't, if you think about it as an STD, like written for an STD, where did you come from? Where did you go? Can't get married, blah, blah, blah. Go back and look at the lyrics and think of it in that mind frame.
I'm going to do that on the way home.
And you'll go,
That's
I'll
my
be
research
damned.
on the way home.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but I had heard it.
There's going to be some studying going into this.
Yep.
After
That song's only got one chord in it, right? I think it does.
I've never played that song.
But you can't really.
All you need is like a leg
I guess
slap.
I'll go. My name's Jared. I'm from Talladega County.
How's that? We ain't never took his shoes off before.
I wanted them off. I wasn't liking them.
Yeah, you had to
My
hold it
feet
down.
look better on camera without them.
Well, I put that thing up where we can't see. Did you turn it off?
Mine's dead.
There it goes.
No, you're good. Did
You
that?
can use mine. Here we go.
We got more. Y'all just keep going.
He.
No battery.
I just kicked my flip-flops off. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I kicked my slides off.
Test. He. There we go.
I wanted no encumbrances on my feet.
So
Or
you
hot.
were at Talladega before the battery's dead.
Talladega
Yeah,
County.
yeah. I live in Talladega County with my beautiful fiance, Miss Ashley.
and she is. Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Hey, Ashley.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hi, girl. Yeah, so as you can see, y'all feel free to be as ignorant as you want. It's
That
called
ain't-
Unfiltered
that
for
ain't
a
gonna-
reason.
That ain't gonna
Okay.
take much.
Yeah. So don't just it'll be fine. Pretend you're at the house. So Talladega County, beautiful fiance,
That's right.
and then was that it?
Well, I mean, yeah. I teach guitar lessons for a living and play music full time. This is all that I do.
So how long you been teaching?
Teaching since I was in my 20s. I'm early 40s now. On and off for about 20 years. I really enjoy it. Got some good kids and good adults learning how to put the twang on the thing, if you know what I'm saying.
He told me I was so bad he couldn't give me lessons.
I love it.
That's what he told me. He said, "Man, you're just too bad. We can't do nothing with you."
That's not true.
So that's how y'all came together? You tried to teach him, and this is what we got?
So how did I meet you, Aaron?
So I used to play at Courtyard Lincoln in Lincoln, Alabama. I used to do it twice a month. And I was scrolling through Facebook one day, and I always heard his name when everybody talked about guitar players. So as soon as I saw it pop up, he said, "Hey, I need a gig tonight. Anybody got anything going on?" I said, "Well, I'm going to message him." And I did. I asked him, I said, "Hey, man, I got this going on. If you want to do it, you're more welcome to come join me." He showed up, and, man, we had a chemistry on stage like you ain't never seen. It didn't take long for me and him to get good together. That first show was something special. I remember it very, very well.
And we've had a couple people that has been on that's bounced around and been in different bands, and they've told us that it was that first practice or first gig that they got together that you just know.
Sadly, he's so popular, I can hardly get him. I got to get him when he's available. No, he does. He plays with a lot of bands. He's a great guitar player, great singer. I'm honored every time I get the chance to play with him. But that very first time we played together, man, we had a chemistry like you wouldn't believe playing. And we've been playing on and off whenever we can since then.
I think the first time I saw Aaron was maybe at one of my open mics. I also host an open mic on the first and third Thursday, or a songwriter showcase or something.
Might have been at the Bottling Works.
Maybe some of the Talladega Bottling Works or at the Peerless. You might have came out there once.
Oh, it was the Peerless.
I think you left
Kevin
your capo
Smith.
on stage
I
or
sure
something
did.
too.
I
And
sure did.
I
It
think I
wasn't-
still have it.
It wasn't my capo, though. It was, I think it was Kevin Smith's. I think it was his
Maybe
capo.
it was. I remember it had like the back part fell off and somebody had fabricated something on the end of it. And it got left there. I think it's still in like...
No, that was definitely my guitar, my capo.
That's your capo? I'll give it back to
was
you
a black
after
one. Yeah, sure. I need it.
There it is. Found it.
I'd
Yeah.
like to have that
I
back.
still got still got it.
So after you lost your capo,
Yeah, then he messaged me on Facebook and then we kicked it right off. We got a full band too.
Yep.
We got a new
Sometimes-
name for the full band.
Yeah, we do. I was going by Aaron Smithy Band for the longest time. We tried to come up with something cool. And I was like, my name sucks, you know. Let's find something cool.
It doesn't.
So
It's
we
got two A's in the first.
we got
part.
like extremely drunk at Barley's in Silicaga one night, and we were sitting at the bar talking about band names. And our buddy Derek Henderson, he said, y'all should just be like the Smithereens. And I said, that's kind of cool. Aaron Smithy and the Smithereens.
There we go.
And that's
So
the
that's
name
what it
right
is?
there. Aaron,
That's exactly-
Aaron
Smithy
Smithy and the
Smithereens.
Smithereens. All right. And so has Aaron Smithy and the Smithereens started gigging yet, or just,
Oh, we've been, we probably got 10, 12 band shows under us.
That sounds
okay?
about
So
right.
it wasn't
Yeah.
a recent Smithy.
No, I did Aaron Smithy Band for a while. Just, because I ain't got like permanent members, really, because everybody that I play with, they all have their own bands because they're all stupid talented.
Right.
Like, really talented. It's hard to keep talented people locked down to one thing just because they got 10 people calling them, hey, we need a gig
That's why
over
Sawdust
here.
still got Greg.
He's over there. I don't think he heard you. Yeah, but we got probably 10 or 12 under us, and just went through a drummer change, and he's coming on really well. So we're going to go with the Aaron Smithy and the Smithereens.
Shout out to Ben Owens too. He's probably gonna watch this later.
Yeah,
on.
he'll be watching it somewhere.
What's up, Ben? So, what do you do during the day, there, Mister?
So sadly, I do have a full-time job. I do paint and body repair for Bluebell Creameries.
Okay. So when somebody runs a milk truck into something,
I fix it.
You fix it.
That's right. Yep. I can't. It actually does. There's so many. Well, I don't. And what are they going to do? Fire me? There's actually a lot of wrecks in those box trucks. Like a lot. Yeah. Absolutely. Sure. Yeah. No, they sell the boxes. They will. They'll sell like the boxes that we can't fix. They'll sell them.
oh, you get a bent and dent barber's milk
Yeah.
special.
Yeah. That's my full-time gig is fixing people's accidents.
So how long you been doing paint and body?
I've been-
Because that in itself is a skill.
Well, I've been with Bluebell since 2016, so almost 10 years, going on 10 years, and I've done paint and body for 5 of it.
Okay.
I started stacking boxes of ice cream, and let me tell you, that is for the birds.
Mm-hmm.
In the freezing cold, stacking ice cream all day, it is.
But and you know, a lot of people don't know that you still get hot.
You will start sweating. I mean, pouring
Yes.
sweat.
I remember working in
negative
a cooler.
20 degree weather, or not weather, but just negative 20 degrees. You'll start sweating and just wonder how.
Mm-hmm. And then when you go out to the car at lunch, it's 112. You
Yep.
go,
It chaps you.
Oh, it'll kill you. It's so bad. I said I got to get out of this quick, and then I went to do paint and body.
now it's 110 out there. and
That's
you're sanding-
110. you can't cool down.
You're sanding Bondo.
I got to get back in that freezer.
Can't win for losing. That's life.
It would be nice to do it full time, do music full time instead of having a real job. You know, as I say.
Yeah. But it's hard to do the two because you gotta
It is.
this shit's
yeah.
expensive, so you gotta have something to pay for it.
You got to have something to pay for it, and you got to have a fallback plan at some point.
Yep. What you got over there? You got anything you want to talk about?
Crickets.
Crickets. I can put some in.
You know, I'm just taking it all in. I'm just taking it all in right now. I'm trying to find an angle.
Crickets.
I hadn't got there yet.
Okay.
It'll happen. It'll happen. What area do you typically gig in? How about
So
that?
typically, I'm in like Lake Martin and Dadeville.
Okay.
That's normally my go-to areas. I love playing down there. They got a really great music scene. A lot of people that appreciate music and what all goes into it, and they got a lot of cool venues down there too. They don't have, so that's normally like Lake Martin and Dadeville. They're more like the duos and solo gigs because they don't have a lot of band places. But there are some places that will pull something off to make it work. But I play anywhere.
Yeah, but you're going a little further south too.
Yeah, I go. I play Auburn, Opelika. Actually, tomorrow morning I'll leave towards Gulf Shores. I'll be down there for 3 days.
Yeah, that's I'd noticed that on the schedule you had sent me.
Yeah, I'm fun. I'm excited about that. It's always fun to go down there and play.
Yeah. So I appreciate that too. We are keeping this guy's full schedule on barmusiclive.com, so don't forget to
go
check
check it
out
out.
and see where he's going to be playing. You can find it all right there. Barmusiclive.com. We try to keep a schedule for anybody that'll let us. We love doing it, and it don't cost you nothing. It's totally
It's free.
We just want to promote these guys.
$3.99.
And it's really cool.
$3.99.
It's really cool that you mentioned that about that area and how they're all into the music, because we have seen that. There are different areas with, it seems like, different taste of music and different things going on.
It's so crazy the
Yeah.
difference of places.
Yeah.
Like Lake Martin, anywhere down in that, within an hour from that area, you're going to find some of the coolest crowds to play for.
Yeah.
They're all respectful of the music. It can be a song they've heard 1,000 times, but they might like the way you sang it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Then they just love the music. They love the story behind it, and they love this person's ability to tell the story of the song. It's amazing how much they pay attention, rather than just 20 drunk people in the crowd not caring that you're there.
Yeah. And those are the kind of people we're trying to reach with this. When Daniel and I collaborated on this effort, I already had barmusiclive.com going. He invited me on his Fancy Unfiltered podcast, and we talked about this stuff. And I think both of us after that were kind of like, wow, we just met like a kindred spirit in this.
Yeah, we
And-
got the same ideas. Let's
and
make something happen.
Right. And when we came together and started this whole deal with the Farm Lounge, that's really what we're trying to accent is that love for music. That's what started me into barmusiclive.com. That's where he was wanting to go with Fancy's Unfiltered, and this is where we've ended up. So reaching those kind of people is who we want to reach. We want it to be for everybody, but we realize that everybody's not going to get it.
Yeah, not everybody cares, sadly, but that's
Right.
that's just the truth of it.
When you love music as much as I do, and as much as the people that are here do, these people that come here, you can probably tell that tonight.
Oh,
These are people that love music. It almost hurts you when somebody doesn't love it as much as you do.
I don't understand how you can't love live music. It's amazing.
Right.
Like I said, I'm one of those people. I can hear a song 1,000 times and go hear Jimbo down the street sing it, and I'm like, man, that dude. That's how you're supposed to do that song. That's great, it's a different story of the song, especially when you meet somebody that can tell the story of a song. It can be a Willie Nelson song, and like I said, Jim down the street sings it, and he just has that different feel behind the song that turns it into something so much different.
Yep.
You never know what you're going to find when you go listen to live music.
Yeah. That's why you need to go.
That's why you need to go.
Support these
It
guys.
ain't got to be me. Go find somebody. Somebody's around you playing somewhere. Go find them, support them.
Somebody will sing to you if you just let them.
I'm easy to find. There's only one of me.
Yeah, I don't. There ain't too many Smithies.
They ain't. I'm surprised y'all said the name right.
I don't know how else to say it.
Normally it's Smithy. Smithy.
Smiley. Huh.
So we played.
Well, I
in-
mean, I did look at it, and I kind of went, I wonder how you're supposed to say it, and then I was like, there ain't really no other ways.
Oh, it's
Smithy.
there's been a lot of different things. Smiley is the most common one. I played in Pensacola back in March, and they had told me, they said, hey, your name's going to be on the radio. We do this little thing where they promote what's playing in the area. I said, oh, that's cool. I said, so just send me what you want it to say. And so I did. And I listened to the little radio thing, and it said, Aaron Smithy will be it. And I was like,
Damn it.
I should have corrected it. But I know whenever I send it, that's how I would say it, because it's Smith and then E, Y. You would think the Y is silent, so it's supposed to be E, Smithy. No, Smithy. So thank y'all for saying it right, because that's the first thing I said.
Anytime.
How is
you hear
this?
that, people? Look, I got congratulated for saying his name right, so if I say yours wrong, just remember I said his right.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
He at least got one thing right.
Yep. Yep. And Dee Dee wasn't here to see it. Damn it, where'd she go?
Remember that, Leanna.
Yeah,
He did one thing right.
Yep. Spread the word, let everybody know.
But I still have trouble with the Aaron part.
Yeah.
Well, when
Ron.
I was working on the voiceover,
Yeah.
when I die, if somebody will get my computer and listen to the shit that never makes it out, because I'll just, this is so hard, and I'll just, and so I did yours, and I was like, come on, Aaron, we gotta get this shit together. I got to go to bed, Aaron. Smithy.
Yeah, that's been common ever since that video, that Key and Peele video came out. Hey, Ron, messed up now, Ron.
Yeah.
That
We'll
was
get one of
pretty
those
good.
shirts and wear it to the show.
I want to
You
get
need
one
to.
so bad. I feel like that's a good merch idea for me.
Ron.
I feel like it's a good idea.
Yeah, it'll just say something like, you done good, Aaron,
Yeah.
and then have your picture on it.
Yeah.
That's coming right up. I'm going to get on Amazon
Yep.
tonight.
You get your face right on it.
Look, I will say this, though, talking about local live music, there are a ton of top-notch musicians right here in the state of Alabama. A ton.
Everywhere.
Yeah. It really is. We got a lot of competition out there, and I'm talking top-notch musicians all the way down, bass, drums, vocals, everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everything, everywhere. You get out and you see some of them, and I see why you said competition, but I don't really like the term competition, because at the end of the day, we're all doing the same thing. We're
Right.
just
That's
trying
right.
to,
Yeah.
we're just trying
Yeah.
to tell a story through music. But on the other hand, you do see it as competition. When you see somebody that's 10 times better than you, you notice, hey,
You got to step up the game.
I got to step it up somewhere, because
Well,
Yeah.
and when you look at it from that perspective, though,
you'll always get better.
you get better. You're not looking at it comparing yourself and going, "Oh, fuck, I'm better than them." You're looking
Yeah.
at it going, "Damn, I need to.
I've always
I need to
said
step
if
it up."
if I ever get to the point where I ever say, "Oh, I'm better than that guy," I ain't good.
Right.
You don't compare against what you're better than. I've always tried to find something that's better than me, no matter what it is in life, just so I know, hey, I can improve right here. I can improve over here. I can do this better. And I watch music anytime I get a chance to. Whenever I'm not playing, that's what I want to be doing, is watching somebody else play so I can learn. I've learned so much more on guitar just by having him with me and watching him
Right.
than I would like sitting down trying to learn it.
And there's some people that have that's got the ability to play by ear. And, I mean, you was knocking out to Crimson Shuffle a second ago.
I'm definitely nowhere near him. I don't think I ever will be, but I do learn a lot from him just watching him play.
Well, it's because you're paying attention. And again, you're not looking at somebody thinking how much better you are. You're looking at whoever it is, whatever, and those people are the ones that usually, we were talking, they're done gone. We're talking to Midas a minute ago.
Christian Mike?
Yeah. Talking to them, and we're having that same conversation that once you figure out what that is, and that's your mindset, that's your goal, and you work towards it, and you pay attention to things.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just going through the motions anymore. You're observing. I got to get better, or
Oh yeah.
And that's what makes you guys, and anybody that we have come out here, that's got that passion, that's driving. You're not just going out there and plinking. It's in you. And go back to your guitar teaching for a second, because when you was talking about that, I meant to ask you, and then we got sidetracked, which tends to happen. Talking about getting the bug and having it, what made you want to teach others versus just I want to play the guitar and I want to be a kick ass at it, and then that's different than coming up with a passion and turning that into your career.
Yeah, well, that's a good question. First of all, very good question.
Thank you, Alex. Take it for 200.
That was good. I like to help people, and I've been playing guitar a long time. There's certain things that might have taken 3 years for me to get by myself. I can teach it to somebody in 30 minutes because I've been there and done that, and I like also to see the light come on in my students' eyes or something like that. There's a lot of music theory that is very piano-centric. By that I mean, like, if you learn the trumpet or something, there's going to be a piano or something in the band room. They're going to relate everything to the piano. It can be taught through the lens of a guitar and then translate to the piano. And I've been teaching so long that a lot of times I can make the light come on in some of my students' minds that it all is kind of the same thing. And then they understand the concepts of music and are able maybe to translate to different instruments and things like that. Voice and stuff like that I don't really teach, but guitar, bass, banjo, and mandolin. I really enjoy just hanging out, teaching, and it's fun. Trying to make money making music. It's been my goal for a while. And since COVID hit, I kind of lost my job then. I don't know if they would admit that or whatever, but that was an opportunity for me to kind of become completely self-employed.
Okay, so that's when you had.
I've taught lessons for
that's
a
when
while,
you went to
off and
full-time.
on. But yeah, I've always had to do something else to kind of make extra money to survive. But yeah, teaching full-time. And I teach in 3 different places right now. And just play music. This week's Thursday through Sunday. So
Play Thursday through Sunday.
yeah, this is Thursday, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Thursday.
you week's just starting.
Yeah.
So now y'all play in the band together.
Yeah.
Aaron and the
Smithy and the Smithereens.
Yeah.
And do you play in another band also?
Yeah, I play with quite a few different artists or bands. I think it's
Get the notebook.
maybe 8
Get
or
the
9
notebook. You ain't gonna be able to write them all down
this year. I have levels of commitment for different artists, but if I'm free on a Friday, I'll post something on Facebook, and somebody might or might not give me a call or a message or something. I'll go pick up some gigs.
From what I'm hearing from the other little fella beside you, I bet everybody reaches out as soon as you put one out there and say, I'm available.
It's pretty
Is that-
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
So I'll tell you something. I had this interesting conversation today with somebody about learning to play the guitar, actually, because I've got a couple of guitars in there, and I piddle around and play, and
Yeah.
just for myself, whatever. But I've never just really dedicated myself to playing. And I had a friend that plays a lot of music in a lot of places around, and he was trying to teach me several years ago how to play. And I would go hang out with him a little bit. We'd play a little bit. Then I wouldn't play my guitar anymore, and then I'd go back, see him, and we'd play a little bit. And he's like, okay, so here's the deal. He said, you work out every day. He said, what happens if you don't work out every day? I said, well, I'm going to lose my shape, start not being as toned, whatever.
Looking like a diss.
I know how that is.
So he's like, you can't be that way without practicing that every day. He said, if you want to play the guitar, you're going to have to practice every day. And he said, that's the only way you're going to really get over this, well, I've forgotten what I learned last week kind of thing, or last time we were together or whatever. He said, you're going to have to practice a lot more, bottom line. And it's the conversation I was having today with this guy. He said, there's people that want to do it, and there's people that's just their passion and that's what they love to do. And I want to play the guitar, but I guess I just don't have enough of the passion for it to just sit there and play it every day. I'll get in my moods where I'm like, okay, I'm going to play the guitar this week, and this week I play the guitar every single night, But then it's like, okay, on to something else, over that. So I guess what I'm saying is I admire those people who have that kind of drive and passion to not only be very good at what you do, but to want to teach that to others. Because over my years of being in the gym and working out, I've had a lot of people come to me and want to know, well, how do you get that way? What do you do? And I start showing them, well, guess what I find out with that? Most people don't have the commitment to do what it takes to do that either. So I feel that, and I understood that when my other friend told me that. It hit right home with me. I'm like, okay, I get it. I've got to put in the work if I want to do this. So I guess I admire and appreciate what you guys do, and that's part of my love for music. I can't do it that well myself. I'm not going to do that well enough for myself because I'm just not going to put the effort into it. So I really appreciate the people that do. I guess that's what I'm saying. And that's part of the reason we created BarMusicLive.com, because we appreciate what people do with music, and we wanted to create a platform that helps you guys be able to self-promote, get yourselves out there, get seen by a lot of other people maybe that really don't ever see you. Because how many times have you played in the Coleman area? Have you played up here
This
very
has
much?
been my first time up this way.
Okay.
For real?
Yep.
So,
Do y'all have a strawberry festival up here?
we do.
Yeah, you
Strawberry
missed it.
Festival, a Sweet Tater Festival.
Bring it.
Yep.
Bring it.
I
hope
have
so.
played a strawberry festival with an artist a while back. I didn't see any strawberries, though. I'm just letting you know. I think they were out of them.
Well,
They love that
and part
Strawberry
of
Festival.
touching on what you were saying, David, that y'all may not have watched anything that I've ever done before, but I do. I like bourbon and cigars, and part of my enjoyment in that is not just smoking them and drinking them. It's the artistry that went into that, the time that it took
to create something.
to create that, And I watched a documentary. It's a year or so ago. The dude that he was like the master. He wasn't the master distiller, but he was the guy at Buffalo Trace that's been the tour guide forever, and his family was generation. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he was saying in that documentary, and I didn't even think about it, a master distiller is usually our age when they get to be a master distiller. They may only make 2 batches in their life and get to try it. If it's gonna if it's going to be processed, mature, and aged, and you wanted a good 10-year bourbon, okay, you're going to make it. You're not going to get to drink it for 10 years. If you don't like anything in that and you go to tweak that recipe after it's matured, it's full. Now it's 20 years. You had the recipe in your brain 20 years ago, and you only get to try it twice in 20 years. And it's shit like that once you start paying attention to stuff like that. You know, we go to the liquor store and just buy whatever we want to now. And we go, because I got lots of it. But whoever come up with that recipe and wrote all that stuff down, people like us are making it. But, you know, the one that fine-tuned it and said, oh, that's what, 1 or 2 batches, 3 maybe.
Wow.
That's some shit.
It's crazy.
And so music to me is a lot of the same. The amount of time and effort that it takes, one, to learn it, just to make the fingers work, but the nuances that you're able to hear and find and eventually teach that gets somebody else able to do that and finally start hearing it. That kind of stuff just it makes me all warm and fuzzy, because when you see, you said a part of your passion is when you see your students go,
Yeah.
and so me doing this, talking to people, when I met him and I saw the passion in his eyes for this, I need a, oh, look, I just happened to have one. That excited me. Not, you didn't excite me, but the idea, yeah, the idea and me being able to see that in him is what.
There's gonna be some rumors.
Yeah, no, but that's
What
the
really
kind of
happened on
stuff-
that
yeah.
podcast.
It's on camera. You saw it all. That's the kind of stuff that intrigues me. You know, so there's my 2 cents.
Oh, hang on.
So the question was, what is your biggest inspiration in music?
What is your hot mic? Hot mic. I got.
I don't know what he just talks so soft.
All right. What is your biggest? Who is your biggest inspiration in music? Go.
Each of you.
Great question.
Do we go like famous people?
It's your inspiration.
It doesn't matter. Your inspiration. You could be a damn uncle.
All right, so the person that has inspired me the most in music, his name is Kyle Wilson. He's from Alexander City, Alabama, about 45 minutes from me. He is the man that got me doing what I do today, playing music. No, yeah, so I grew up playing in church. When I learned guitar in church. There was 3 guitar players at the time, and everybody told me that's a waste of time. You'll never play. We don't need another guitar player. I said, well, I want to learn it, so I was going to learn it, and I learned it, and I put it up. I put it in the closet for about 3 years. Never touched it because I didn't need it. And then me and my good buddy Dakota King, we started a duo group, and we played in that for a while, and I lost interest very fast. I didn't care to play. There was a karaoke contest in Dadeville, Alabama. It's called Kalijah Idol. I wasn't going to do it. I had no intentions of doing it.
Just sounds like we're a Ron should be singing.
But
Elijah
I got signed up for it. My buddies, they signed me up for it, and I did it. And I went down there, and Kyle Wilson and his brother Chad, they had their own little group at the time called the Wilson Brothers, and they had a couple hits on CMT and a couple #1 music videos and stuff. I knew who they were before I went there, so I was excited to watch them and to see them play. And I did my little karaoke song, went outside, was smoking a cigarette. Kyle came out to me and said, hey, man, what are you doing on Tuesday? I'm going to work. I got to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. He said, well, why don't you come down to Nashville with us? Come play in Nashville. I said, oh, okay, yeah, I'll make that happen. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. He said, well, we're going to play at Doc Holliday's, and then we're going to Johnny Cash's mama's house for a songwriter convention. And I said, all right, I'll be there. So me and my buddy, we loaded up, drove down to Nashville. We played at Doc Holliday's with him. Went to Johnny Cash's mama's house, which was an unreal experience. It was one of the coolest things I've gotten to do in music. And then that night, went back and played at the Nashville Palace, which Randy Travis used to be a dishwasher at. That's where Randy Travis got his start, was at the Nashville Palace in Tennessee. Went home, went back to doing little duo shows, and still, I had that fire, but it was very dim, and I gave up on it for a while. After that, about 6 months, something like that. Well, I went to go see Kyle when he came back into town to play in Alex City. I went down there and saw him, and they said, "Well, hey, why don't you get up and sing a song?" I'd rather just watch. I'm fine. And he said, "No," he said, "Get up and do one." So I did one, and then I did two, and then three, and then four. And I was like, I can stop now at any point. But it was the push that he gave me that it lit a fire in me. And then I had to prove him right. He believed in me. He was the first person outside of relatives that ever believed in me, and I wanted to prove him right. And I've been working on that
and
since day one.
And every relative that you had could have been like, "That's my baby," but and no,
Well, I didn't have that, but
well,
Hercules.
and somebody's gonna take this wrong because it does mean something, but
it doesn't. It does. So,
but it's not the same when somebody else outside the
I've
family
had this
goes.
conversation with my wife 100 times. She always tells me, "Oh, you sound great. You do great. You do a good job."
Love you, but you don't count.
I love you to death, but it doesn't really count because you're, as someone that loves me that much, you're also not going to be like, "You suck. That was terrible. You never need to do that again." They're never going to do that. Whereas just somebody on the outside looking in, just some, at that time, random person say, "Hey, man, you got something. Something's in you. Work on it and just see what it can be." Whereas a significant other, a mom or a dad, they're not going to be, "Oh, well, don't do that."
They're kind of obligated a little bit.
A little bit. It's a
yeah.
little bit of an obligation to it to say,
So-
"Yeah, you did great."
So on that kind of line of thought, train of thought, where do you think you are musically, and where do you think you're headed? What's the plan?
My plan is to do music full time. I want to be a full time musician. I've lost out on a lot of opportunities because of having a real job. I would love to be part of a lot more songwriter festivals and opportunities like that, just because, yeah, you can go to like bars and restaurants when you're playing, and you can play your songs. But at the same hand, most bars and restaurants, nobody cares about your songs. I mean, it's the hard pill to swallow, but
that's a fact.
they want to hear "Sweet Home Alabama" for the 1,000th time.
Right.
I mean, they don't care to hear a song about your grandpa that passed away, they don't. So like songwriter festivals and venues and stuff like that actually promote it as that. That's where I would like to be at, in those areas, to be able to play my songs to people that are going to listen to them and actually enjoy the time I've put into doing them.
Are you a member of any of the songwriting groups or any of those kind of things?
So I'm a member of a few of them on Facebook, but I don't really participate in them like I should. I should post in them and stuff, but I don't.
So one of our advertising partners is the International Singer-Songwriters Association.
Okay.
So we partner with those guys, and it's been a great help for the website and what we're trying to do. There's people in that group that are very passionate about music, just like we are. They've got, when you start looking at the ideals that Tammany Dove, who's the founder, what she started with, those ideals are the same kind of ideals we had in starting barmusiclive.com and a lot of the things that Daniel had in his head with Fancies Unfiltered and where he wanted to take his podcast. So we're all about promoting the artist and the music, and that's what we try to do. That's what they try to do. And so networking and partnering with people like that, I have found that since I've started that's the most important thing. So we've got these networks with all you different artists. I mean, if you go on the website, we've got, 600 and something artists on there now, 650 something venues, but the artists are really what make this happen. And it's what puts the drive behind us. We do this for your fans, but you've got to be doing it for both. It all works together. And we just love supporting you guys and love helping you guys. And I know International Singer-Songwriters Association is the same way. They've got the same kind of feelings. They want to do that too. So, I mean, I encourage people to get involved in those groups just because there are so many like-minded people. And they've got their big event over in Atlanta coming up in just a few weeks, actually. And I'm probably going to try to go over there for at least a day. We're going to be handing out some Bar Music Live merchandise and some of that stuff. Trying to get it in the hands of some of those people over there. Merch. I said merchandise. It should have been merch or whatever.
Oh yeah, we had that.
I
we
get in
had that
trouble. I
discussed.
get in trouble for saying merchandise instead of just merch.
So do y'all's Facebook groups have all the same ignorant BS that like Ching Chong Ding wants to like get you to come
Yeah, I can't.
stuff envelopes?
That's
and
normally
make
why I don't pay
$1,000?
attention to groups on Facebook.
I
because-
used to be in a bunch of groups for work purposes until one day I was thumbing through my Facebook feed sitting at a bar and Coleman online yard sale or something. It was a full-fledged porn picture. I mean, it looked pretty interesting, but it was, just somebody had put that in there
Yeah.
just as clickbait.
Yep.
Well, if I was in the mood to look at that kind of shit,
click
it
on
would
it.
not be at the bar, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting here scrolling, and people's going to be looking at your phone and stuff while you're
I was
scrolling.
about to say, also,
Nope,
if you,
I'm done. I'm
I
out.
feel like if you click on it, you're gonna get like a
You
a
get
virus
AIDS.
on your phone,
Yeah.
or somebody gonna hack you somehow. I always ask myself, like, I know a lot of older people that end up getting hacked on Facebook, and I'm like, how does this happen? But then I see those little pop-up ads, and I'm like, Grandpa's a pervert. I got it now. I figured it out. I figured it out. I know why. I know why Grandpa keeps getting hacked.
Yeah. So I'm being asked by the audience
Okay.
to know your inspiration for
Yeah, we
music.
skipped
What
over
what
that.
got you
Yeah.
into music?
I was thinking, I was like, I hope I don't have to answer this one.
No, it eventually all the time.
She
circles
was
back.
not going to let that slide. We almost got you past it, but Dee Dee would not let it go.
Jared, can I take something?
I don't know.
I know his biggest inspiration in life.
Who is it?
Chicken wings.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I had a good music teacher. One of my teachers, Leslie Wilson. I met her maybe 8 years ago up in Chattanooga, and we had something to eat or something. But she inspired me to sort of the first person I've ever seen play the guitar like this close without being on TV, without being on a stage or something with security and barriers and things like that. First person I ever saw play the guitar, and I had some really good choir teachers in middle and high school that really kind of taught me certain things in a choir setting, but probably just anybody really when I was young that would play the guitar, I'd be like, that is so cool. I want to do that. Show me how you did that. Why does your finger go there? That's the G chord. Oh, okay, I'm going to remember that. So yeah, a little bit, I'd say mostly just pieces from a lot of real people that either played the guitar as a hobby or, just hanging around picking or something like that. I was just really, really inspired by that. No, just, if somebody was playing something and, or, playing something that I heard on the radio that was so cool, you know what I mean? They'd be like, that song just came out like 3 weeks ago and you know how to play it. Show me how to do that,
Yeah, it's been really cool seeing bands come through here and play, musicians that I remember one time we had a band in here and we just had music playing. Well, the band over here, one of the guys gets the guitar and he's playing along with any song that just pops up, and just going right along with it. And you couldn't tell, if we'd have cut that music off, you couldn't tell that he wasn't part of it or vice versa, and those kind of, and I'm sure you can do that as well. And those kind of things just, they amaze me. I'm amazed by good guitar players. I know guitar players are probably one of the most plentiful musicians out there.
Yes
but
and no.
But quality
Yeah, there you go. Quality guitar players.
is the difference.
There's a
And-
lot of guitar players. There's not a lot of quality guitar players out there.
True, very true. And we've seen it, and you recognize it, especially when you see as many people as we do come through here. And I mean, it's obvious with him that he's very, very good, very talented. But we see so many come through here, and you can tell a difference. And we've talked about this before. There's levels.
Oh yeah.
There's different levels, and everybody's not going to be way up here, and that's fine. Everybody that comes and plays and has a good time and people can enjoy it and all that, it's great. Everybody's not going to be the absolute best, and we understand that. But you've kind of got to, like you were talking about, you've got to compare yourself to somebody better and strive for that, and that's what keeps you going. I could go back to the working out reference, and when I was a lot younger, 20-something years ago, and was getting into it, I mean, I had Jay Cutler as an example. I knew I was never going to get there. I mean, he's 300 and something pounds and eats 12,000 calories a day. I was never going to do that. Well, and probably took a few other things to get there. But anyway.
Surely not.
I mean, like lots of peanut butter and vitamins.
Protein.
Vitamins. Yeah. A lot of red meat, a lot of chicken. He did, actually. Okay. But anyway, you've got those goals that are maybe even in your mind you think, okay, I'll probably never get there, but I'm going to practice like I can. Yep. And that's kind of the goal. And this other guy I know, Skip Reed, that was a very talented musician, played anything with a string, I guess. He said, if I practice every day, I'm the best I can be. He said, if I'm practicing every day, I'm the best I can be. But if I miss one day of practice, I notice it. He said, I noticed that I missed one day practicing. He said, let me miss 3 days, and some good ears and pretty talented music listeners or other musicians, they're going to notice. He said, let me miss more than 3 days, everybody knows it. So I think practicing your trade and keeping that up is a very important thing.
There's a lot of moving parts that goes into that. Everything's got to talk, and if you don't keep it limber, it ain't gonna.
I can't
Ain't
get
gonna work.
I can't get my right hand to do what I want it to, half the time. I watch this man; he'll be over here just every single finger just moving, picking different strings, and I'm like, "How in the world are you doing that?" And it sound good. But those are the questions I don't even ask because I'm like, I'm not good enough to do that.
But how long did it take you to be able to move all your fingers independently of one another and it sound good?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm. Because he said he looks over his shoulder at you and he goes, I can't do that.
It depends on, you'd have to give me like a specific example, but I would say like maybe when I was 15 or 16, and I think this is kind of common too, the first 3 years that you really try to learn the guitar or anything, that's going to be your most progress. You can sit there and just strum on the thing to learning chords, to start playing some lead stuff. After about 3 years, you kind of plateau, and then it's like, where do we go from here, And that's one thing, another sort of aspect. If I get some intermediate guitar players that I like to teach, say, what do we know, what do we not know?
Right.
What's missing? Do you have any bad habits, and where do we go from here? And then try to set goals and achieve them. But to answer your question directly, I don't know. After 3 years, though, you do sort of.
That's kind of the mark, in your opinion, of you're either going to stay where you're at and strum and play chords, or you're going to move to the next step and figure out.
Yeah, you can get really good in 3 years. And after that, there is a definite physical aspect to the guitar, and then there's a mental aspect as well. So physically, you could probably do a little bit of whatever you want to on the guitar, but putting that getting your mind to do what or getting your fingers to do what your mind is telling it to do. And also be creative too. You know, you talk about practice, that's one thing. But being able to sort of think outside the box on the fly, there's a lot of other improvisation, sort of having chemistry and dynamic and things like that are another aspects of playing that can be overlooked sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 3 years you'd be getting good, pretty good. You should be at least. Yeah.
If you practice every damn day, David.
Every day.
You don't
Every
have
day.
to practice
Every day.
Yep. Well, I appreciate you guys stopping by.
Hey.
I hope you enjoyed your farm lounge experience.
We did. Thank y'all so much for the hospitality and the merchandise.
Yeah, merch.
I said it too.
Merchandise.
And I've got to do a better job. I meant to tell you, I might as well tell you now. I need to start emailing these fine folks before they get here, unless you've already got it, and I just don't know about it. All of their socials, not your social security number. I don't want to buy a house, but that way
You
I
wouldn't be
can
able to.
tag them on each of their platforms.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to get that before y'all go.
That's an important thing because I don't know if we've discussed this or not, but on barmusiclive.com, you do have a profile just like you would on any of your social media accounts. The difference is we can put whatever you want on that profile on barmusiclive.com. And we can put links to all your social media accounts. We can put links to all of your music that you have out there.
If it's provided.
Whatever you want. If we've got it, we can put it on there. So you sent that email this morning with your full schedule. You can send any details, any pictures you want on there, links to videos, whatever. We can include all of that. Essentially, I kind of went through this on Facebook several weeks ago, but essentially your profile on barmusiclive.com can be your EPK because the next thing is your link on there is a permalink, and it is specific to you, and anytime we update it, it automatically updates. You can share that with anybody, anywhere, and that's you. I mean, everything about you musically. So everything that we put in there anyway. So all the information we have it on there.
So the moral of that story, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in a band or you like to play music and you're using barmusiclive.com, if you will provide all of your information, we can put all of your information on barmusiclive.com. It's pretty cool, actually. So, but again,
I think so.
well, you would. But anyway, we appreciate it. It was awesome to meet you guys. Wish we had a little more time because some of the stuff I think we could dig in a little bit deeper and go because I feel like both of you are passionate about what you do, and I think we could probably sit around and drink a cigar and smoke a bourbon. Reverse that if you want to. It don't matter.
I say we catch back up with these guys sometimes.
Absolutely. Y'all are welcome back anytime. Did y'all enjoy?
Yeah.
We're shutting this place down. We got a few loud ones. The rest of them said, y'all are stupid. Go to bed. So we appreciate it. This has been Fancy's Unfiltered live on location in front of studio audience and Dee Dee at the Farm Lounge, brought to you by Bar Music Live. Because you're here. You said, if you're going to go, woo!
Hey,
That was appreciative.
we walk in.
I know, and that's why I said and Dee Dee.
It's no different here than it is any other bar. We walk in a bar, she does that. Whoever's playing says, Dee Dee's here.
Well, she don't bitch at them, but she does me every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love you, Dee Dee, and that's why we called you out, because you was woohooing, and you was one of the last ones here to woohoo, but we will woohoo on down the road.
If she doesn't woohoo, who will?
Yep, we appreciate it. Y'all guys come back anytime.
Thank you so
Thank y'all
much.
so much.
Appreciate it.
See y'all on the next one.